Hey everyone, it's Sweaty Zeus here with another guide video. So, in Shadow of the Erdtree, the armor set I'm most excited about, and one I've been using the most, was the Rakshasa armor. Now, you don't get it until kind of a little bit later in the DLC if you're just kind of, going around and exploring as most people would. But, once I found out where it was, I kind of went out of my way and made a straight beeline for it in my second run through. And this is going to be a quick video on how to get to it. So we started here at Morth Ruins, and then you're going to work your way down through Morth Ruins in the underground area and come up in Bonny Village. And again, some of this stuff is a little later in the DLC that you might normally tackle it. It's not like very in DLC, it's more like around the middle. But I just wanted to show the path that you can kind of run on ahead and get it early, because to me, I think this is the best armor set, especially when you factor in the fashion. But on top of that, the ability that it has, or the kind of hidden upgrade that it has, which is a 2% buff for each armor piece. So if you're wearing the whole set, you get a 8% buff to all damage that you deal. So most of the armor sets don't have anything anywhere near that good as far as a benefit when you wear them. So again, I just wanted to show you how you can go get this pretty much right off the bat when you get to the DLC. Also, in my Shadow of the Erdtree guide series, the playlist that this is going to be in, if you go in there, you can find there's a hidden route to get to Skadu Altus and get around the Rolana fight. I keep saying it wrong. Yeah, Rolana. Renala's in the base game. But if you're struggling with that and you want to get up to Skadu Altus, which is where we started at Morth Ruins, you can follow that path. Again, just check the playlist Shadow of the Erdtree guide series, and there'll be one like how to bypass Rolana or get to Skadu Altus around Rolana or something like that. So again, just ride north once you get to Bonny Village. We'll pick up the Oh Mother gesture, which we'll need a little later, that way you don't have to come back and get it. And I'll continue to fast forward through here. Once you get all that, we'll ride south through Bonny Village. You'll have to jump over the little small ravine there. There'll be a revered spirit ash down in there if you follow the base of the ravine to the end of its path. And then we're heading straight south from Bonny Village now. And you can go ahead and grab this jail right here, which there will be another grace right inside. And you can come back and do this later if you want, but I just wanted to show you where it was. Bonny Jail, that's it. But just in case you fall or die or anything, I've just been grabbing these along the way. But yeah, like I said, you can pretty much go get this as soon as you drop in the DLC if you want. Normally you'd have to fight Rolana, but you can work your way around and go get it right away. So either way. But, sometimes with these really cool weapons or armor sets, I like to try to get them early, because it, like, when you're not getting them to the end of the very end of the game, it kind of is like, oh, okay, well, I got this, but now the game's over, And you can always use it in a new game run, but new game plus run, but it's nice to have throughout your playthrough. So we'll cross that bridge to the east of Bonny Village. While we're passing it, you can go in here and grab the tooth whip. And then we will follow the next bridge heading further east. Which will bring us to another grace. You'll run into a bunch of wolves. We're just going to run past them. Once you get right here, you'll get the Great Rune is Broken message, which you'll also get once you ride up to the Shadow Keep. So if you're following quest lines, you don't want to go that far until you're ready, or go to the Shadow Keep before you're ready, because once you do that, it'll progress every quest line. So just make sure you got all the first steps out of the way before you either ride past Bonny Village or go to the Shadow Keep, either one. So once we get up here, we'll grab the next grace. This one's right by Rabith's Tower. It's right where you can get Rabith's cannon. So, and then we're going to go follow this path here, which will lead us right to the Finger Church. And then there's the Hidden Finger Ruins under it. And you'll fight a boss here a little later. He's going to have you go blow these 2 whistles. There's one in the south by Cerulean Coast and one in the northeast, which we needed to grab that Oh Mother gesture in order to access. That's why we did that. So I'll probably put a guide up on that here soon. I'm finishing up in my second playthrough recording that. I hate that it took me so long to get some guides up. Like I said, I had to take care of my mother who just had a transplant, so I had to care for her every day pretty much and drive her to the hospital a lot and things like that. So just have not had the time until here lately. So apologies. I know I was really planning on getting a lot done, but the time, I wasn't expecting her to get out so early. She was doing well and got out a little early, which is good, but just kind of threw off my timing. So we're going to head this way now, and this is the back entrance to the Shadow Keep. If you're struggling with the hippopotamus, you can actually go in this way. And this is going to come out in the Shadow Keep Church District right here, which is going to be flooded at first. And then I'll show you in this. We'll run right by it, so we'll go ahead and activate the pump, which will drain the water and allow you to go down in the lower area. There's a few things down there, and there'll be like some couple fragments you can pick up and things like that. So a lot of fire knights in this area. Jump over here. I thought that'd be something cool, but it's just the same old enemies that we fought a million times. Ulcerated tree spirits. So we're going to jump down here and try to land on the crossbeam. There's just some feathers over on this other side here. I'll show you to pick them up, but it's kind of disappointing. Not even worth going to get. And we'll drop down. If you hide over here, this dude will actually walk right past you, and you can get a backstab. These guys do a lot of damage. Really quick. So on that statue right there will be another Erdtree fragment. But you may want to drain the area first, because then if you don't make the jump, you have to like jump on top of the statue, like on the arms. But if you drain the area first, you won't die when you fall. So that's not going to work yet. We got to drain it first. I'm going to go outside right there. And then this one's going to lead around. There'll be just a few bats, and as we go up to the end of this little path, we'll see the lever that we need to throw. Normally I wouldn't go out of the way this much for an armor set, but I do think it's one of the better looking ones, and having 8% extra damage is just really nice. So it says it debuffs your physical damage, but it actually doesn't. It just it's like built into the armor's weight, so like it weighs a little heavier than the other armor sets that offer the same level of protection, instead of actually like debuffing your resistance. So it's not as bad of a negative, because most of the times, like all the armor pieces that offer some type of buff or stat increase or things like that, they usually have some type of negative to them, like they'll lower another stat or something like that. But this one actually just has a little bit less damage reduction than the other ones that are the same weight, like a very negligible amount. So to me, again, factoring that and the fashion in, I think it's the best armor set. So right there on the arm, you can get the Erdtree fragment. I'm not going to mess with it now because if I fall, I got to work my way back. Take this elevator up. And that'll come out in the Specimen Storehouse. Again, this is how you get into the Shadow Keep without having to take out the hippopotamus if you struggled with him at all. He's really not that bad though once you learn the dodge timing. Alright, I adjusted my talismans a little bit. After you do that, we can head over this way. Actually, you don't have to come all the way over here. Some of this I was trying to remember where things were, but go ahead and pick up the thrusting shield while we're here because it's a super cool weapon. Works really well in your opposite hand. If you want to use something in your right hand, and then you can use it to block, and you can also, like I said, counter with it. So, pretty cool. We'll jump down here. This is the Grace in the entry level to the storeroom, and then we'll head down this direction. Sneak up on the Fire Knight. And the Naga Key was so good. Like, I didn't really use it much on all my other times playing through the base game, but I don't know why I just decided to use it this playthrough. And man, Unsheath is so good. I think it's the best Ash 4 in the game. Like, it makes bosses so much easier. So there'll be a lot of these little guys, remember, from Garonk's area early on in the game. Bestial Sanctum. And we're going to head down this ladder. This is the secret area that's going to allow you to access the, I forget what it's called, like the Hidden River or something river. This area on the map, like, it took me a while to figure out. I kept seeing it. I was like, how the hell do you get down there? And I finally found this down here. And there is a hidden wall. We'll grab the painting first. And then you can see the wall, kind of just barely see it there, the outline. I thought there would be more hidden walls in the DLC than this. Just knowing from software and how long a wait this was, I thought, you know, there'd be a lot of them. But there's really only a couple, I think, that I can think of, that I've found anyways. Let me know in the comments if you know of any others. I just know of that one. And, where's the other one? There's one other I can remember. Or I remembered earlier when I was trying to think of them. But I've only found two, I think. So then we'll come out down here. What's the name of this area? It's driving me nuts. You may want to put on fire protection, by the way. It's Skadu Altus, but... oh, damn, I did that too fast. I didn't even see the name of it. Oh, well. Anyways, we're going to ride down river, and this ruins to our left here. Yeah, Ruins of Unte. Okay. There will be one of the furnace golems, like that dude right there we just rode past. You'll have to bring him to life to get inside. But I'll come back and I've already filmed it, but I'll put out a video showing how to do that. And the cookbook that you need to do that and where it's at. Because you'll need one of the giant fire pots. You got to throw it inside one of the furnace golems that's not activated, and then he'll move and open up this door that you couldn't get through. So, but that'll allow you to get the Sword of Darkness, the Stone Sheath Sword we picked up in the walkthrough of Fallgriff Catacombs. You can access it like really early. It's over by Castle Insis and the Mesmer Camp, just kind of north of that, right across the Great Bridge. It was the one that had those giant spike ceilings that would slam down on you early on. And then there's two. You can use that one, or there's another ruins in later area that we'll get to that will turn it into the Sword of Light, which is probably the better version. But there at the Ruins of Unta, you can turn it into the Sword of Darkness. So now we are right here. We're just going to follow this river around, and we're pretty much there at this point. There's a dry leaf gear. Smithing 8. And then there is our jail right there. Or mausoleum, I guess. They remind me of the jails in Liurnia in the base game, where you go in and fight the ghosts, specters or whatever. So down in here will be the Rakshasa man, or Rakshasa dude, whatever his name is. It's just Rakshasa, but anyways, once you take him out, always switch on your golden scarab to get some extra runes out of it. But you'll get the Rakshasa Great Katana, Rakshasa Helm, armor, all that, gauntlets, everything. And then I'll show it real quick. That's actually a different katana though. That's the Rivers of Blood. I should have changed that out. But there is the outfit. Again, my favorite one. So I just wanted to show you how to get it early in the DLC. If you're looking for more Shadow the Erdtree content, check my channel. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys.